Hello there! It's time for my beauty experiments. Well, a review of all the various experiments. Excuse the hair, I've done all sorts of different stuff to it that's gone wrong. Yeah, the first thing I realised was the diffuser was causing breakage on my hair. That's just because my hair was bleached to death and about halfway down it's really fragile. So I'm going to have to just air dry it. I'm sure it'd be fine on anyone else's hair unless it was really messed up. After that I tried a oat conditioner with like a quarter oats to 3/4 water. Leave that for a couple of hours or more and then just sort of dunk your hair in the water. Some people strain the oats out, but I found they're separated all right. And also you can use the oats afterwards for porridge or whatever, so that costs absolutely nothing. And it worked out quite well. This was a while back, not this effort. The only thing I will say is with my hair, it needs something more hardcore at the moment. Otherwise it's quite fun to try and experiment with all natural ingredients, but it needs more like deep conditioning and stuff like that. I tried my hair with like some conditioner left in, then I learned that with wavy or swavy hair you're not supposed to do that necessarily because it weighs your hair down. I also found that I was getting like a scab on my head, which I never have, and so I've gone back to baby shampoo, sulfate free, twice a week. Excuse my eye. I tried leaving quite a lot of conditioner in and that took ages to dry, which everyone says, but too annoying for me. I've got my notes here, so if I look down that's what it is. I tried when I sleep, like putting my hair out on this side, because this is the side I sleep on and so it's flatter than that side. It can also get thinner, although I use a silk pillowcase now, well a satin one, imitation silk. Then I went back to trying this, which I've had before and really liked, the Osmo, I don't know how well you can see, like Osmo deep conditioning mask. This isn't quite CGM approved because it's got mineral oil and petroleum jelly in it, but there's not necessarily much wrong with those, so see how you go. I really like this, and I ignore hair, like don't judge on this because it's chaos, and various experiments later that I'll explain. But I didn't like that it wasn't CGM approved because I'm trying to do CGM and curious as to how that will go. So I bought this. I like a big pot because otherwise it runs out quite quickly on me. This is a deep conditioning mask again called Kalos Keratin Mask, and that's CGM approved. And I was quite happy with that and going to carry on using it as a mask for quite a while before I shampoo my hair and don't leave any conditioner in. Then I tried this, you remember I tried the Eco Styler, the plain one. More people use the oil one, but of course a lot of the CGM is ripped off from black women's natural techniques that they've learned for their hair, and they can get on better with oils in their hair than women with like wavy or swavy hair. But this Eco with olive oil was a lot better. It didn't have quite as annoying crunchy feel. It was a bit like more moist and less aggravating because I hate that crunchy stuff. That's why I'm not going to do much styling stuff. The problem with these gels though is I find like they make my hair really knotty and snaggly at the ends where they've sort of probably held bits together, and that's a bit there that's heat damaged I think. So that's the last thing my hair needs, and I wouldn't use that. I think I've got another thing coming that I'm going to try and see how I get on with. I tried like a turban thing overnight on my hair. These have got little things so you can tie them like so they stay on slightly, but I found it was a bit loose. I think I'm quite easily irritated by textures and things because of my autistic traits. So I ended up flinging this off of my head, but I'll probably have another go at some point. I tried putting my hair in braids, but I ended up undoing that as well. Usually I do quite well, and I've been able to do that a couple of times overnight on my hair. Although depending whether I put loads of conditioner in, it can look quite wacky if I leave stuff in. So this I've used before. It's a touch of silver but in a leave-in mask, which is a toner to get the yellow tones out of grey hair. It's also fantastic conditioner, so nice on your hair. And I think I found out that this was CGM approved, or it's only got, say, like isopropyl alcohol in, which they really just use to blend the products and not a lot. So I shall be having a go at that again, although my hair doesn't seem as yellow on camera, maybe because I've got all sorts of weird filters on. This is where I've bleached it, the yellowy element. I don't know if you can see the difference, but I'm going to try and even it out a bit. It's frustrating me, this bit, and I really am looking forward to when it finally grows out. So anyway, that's all the various things I've tried, and basically going back to quite a straightforward way of looking after my hair, just similar to normal, keeping an eye on it, because I used to do loads of leave-in conditioner on it, but that can look really stupid, like before I even did CGM. So I'm just going to do a fairly basic routine but with CGM products, and I like this stuff. I like the conditioning it gave me. I wasn't quite sure about the tone, but then I tend to leave stuff on for ages and then it can give quite a steely tone. But looking at photos with me with it, it doesn't look as bad as I thought. So I'm going to play with that again. I've got some reviews coming up of the Lorraine Massey Curly Girl Handbook and related books. So see you again soon after I've done the mask thing and that. Bye.